July 20th, 1943, a day forever marked in history as the last time a woman was executed by guillotine in France. Marie Louise Giraud, born into poverty, became infamous during the Vichy regime for performing illegal abortions. But her story is more than just about crime and punishment. It's about survival, desperation, and the harsh realities of living under Nazi occupation. Marie Louise Giraud was a woman born into hardship. To make ends meet during the German occupation of France, she turned to performing illegal abortions, a dangerous act, but one many women desperately needed. The risks were high. If caught, she would face execution under the Vichy regime's strict laws. But for Giraud, it was about survival for herself and the women who sought her help. In 1943, Marie Louise Giraud stood trial before a panel of judges. There was no jury, just the cold, mechanical process of a flawed legal system under the Vichy regime. Her crime: performing 27 illegal abortions. The emotional biases of wartime clouded her trial, and the absence of fair trial principles reflected the harsh realities of wartime justice. Her trial highlighted the moral dilemmas faced by women during oppressive regimes. The question wasn't just about legality, it was about women's rights and autonomy over their own bodies. Under normal circumstances, would she have been considered a criminal? Or was she, like many others, a victim of the circumstances created by war? Historically, the guillotine represented revolutionary justice in France. But during World War II, it took on a darker role, used by the Vichy regime in collaboration with Nazi Germany. Marie Louise Giraud's execution wasn't just the end of her life. It marked the final time a woman would face the blade in France. Marie Louise Giraud's story raises difficult questions. What drove her to such a dangerous trade? The women who came to her were desperate, trapped in a society that condemned them for needing help. In a time of war when ordinary people were forced to make impossible choices, Giraud became both a symbol of defiance and a scapegoat. Was she a criminal, or simply trying to help women trapped in a system that gave them no options? Her execution split public sentiment. Some saw her as a cold-hearted lawbreaker, while others viewed her as a victim of circumstance. Giraud's execution wasn't just about her. It was the beginning of the end for the guillotine, especially in cases involving women. The blade that once symbolized revolutionary justice became a reminder of the oppressive forces that shaped wartime France. Her death marked a significant transition in the history of French capital punishment. The brutal realities of Vichy France's collaboration with Nazi Germany and the use of the guillotine during this period serve as a stark reminder of the consequences of fear and oppression. Marie Louise Giraud's story is one of survival, but also tragedy. It forces us to confront the complex moral dilemmas of war, where ordinary people are pushed to extremes just to survive. Her execution reminds us of the profound impact of war on civilians and the difficult choices many had to make. In times of great adversity, the line between right and wrong becomes blurred. But in the end, history isn't just about the powerful, it's about the lives of everyday people, like Giraud, whose stories deserve to be remembered. Even in the darkest times, courage can light the way. Learn from history. Be the change. Want to hear more untold stories of history? Hit subscribe and join the journey.